Okay. I don't know why that was giving me those problems. I'm really sorry. I think it was YouTube had a malfunction because it showed that I was live. Okay, so um, I've got my pan heating up. I'm going to put some real unsalted butter. I don't want to use margarine. I want the creaminess of real butter. And I'm going to just kind of dollop that around in there. It's going to be, it's better if you get that brown of that butter because you want it to caramelize a little bit. You want that caramelized color. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a dollop of minced garlic. Get that going around in there a little bit. Nice and fragrant. I'm going to just take my steaks. Nice sear. I'm going to turn my oven to 400. And I'm going to stir my potatoes. I'm going to take my ribeye and I'm going to turn it. You get all that garlic on there, kind of scrape some of it off. Yeah, sorry about that. It was showing that I was live, and I don't know. It was being stupid on me. I apologize about that. So I have my oven set to 400. I'm searing my steaks right now. So now this is that garlic, that minced garlic. Some of it is going to kind of carbonate a little bit while the steak is searing. Just kind of scrape it off a little bit if you don't like that. But you can see how this steak is getting nice and brown. I want to make sure both sides are nice and caramelized. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to check with my thermometer where it's at, temperature-wise. See, just because the outside shows or looks nice and brown, doesn't mean the inside is. It's only 74 degrees. Yeah, sorry about that moment. I apologize about that. So what I'm going to do, into my nice hot oven, after both sides are nice and caramelized. Oh yeah, looks good. We'll take that excess butter off that steak. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take sorry about the cleaning. I want to put it on a pan. I want to get all three steaks nicely seared. I want to put them all in the oven. I'm going to put aluminum foil over my steak to retain that heat so it doesn't lose heat. Nice and tight. I'm going to put a little bit more butter in the bottom of this. While my potatoes finish. Oh no. Now, different people are of a different mind when it comes to mushrooms and rinsing them. I like to rinse them because you don't always know. You want to make sure you get them pretty dry. And I'm just going to toss them in here with the potatoes. So this steak is nice and brown, caramelized on that side. Now what I'm going to do, my potatoes are almost done. I put my mushrooms in. I'm going to put a nice dollop of butter in there. You never have too much butter. Something like this, it takes a lot of butter. This kind of a meal. You got to be able to saute everything right, sear everything right, and it gives it really good flavor. Make sure you just use unsalted because all the seasonings they put in there, they're going to overdo the salt in the butter as well. So, nice and seared. See that? It's not done. That is a rare steak right there. And my last one. Kind of popped out at me a little bit. But you can see these potatoes and mushrooms, they're looking good. I think that's the fastest I've ever cooked potatoes like this. And like I said, I'm going to give these pans a nice run. Try them out. I mean, I still got the receipt. If something happens on my first test run, they say they're almost, indestructible. And I'm just cooking. I'm not like running them over with a car or anything. Now, as you're cooking the potatoes, you want to make sure you're making sure that all of them are separated from each other. You get a nice little crispness on that potato. They're not pumped up with each other or anything like that, because then they're not going to cook right. Now you don't want to push it down. A lot of people like to push down on hamburgers and steaks. And you don't want to do that because all you're going to do is push juice out of it. Get a nice sear on them. Just like that is. I mean, look how nice that looks. You guys see that? So, turning my stove off there. I'll turn my stove off here because these are about done. Don't want to overcook them. And now I'm going to take my steaks. And I'm going to put them in the oven. I'm actually going to turn it up to 450. And I'm going to let them cook for about 6 minutes. Now look at those potatoes and mushrooms, guys. Don't those look good? So I'm going to take those off the heat. My pans are off the heat. My oven's at 450. I'm going to move you guys over here with me. See how this does. I know it's not the best view, and I'm in the process. I'm going to be very soon renovating everything. So don't gauge how things look now. But yeah, I'm going to move all this, and I mean, it's going to be a lot better. When I put the mushrooms in with the potatoes have enough butter in them and oil in the pan. That way the mushrooms cook, and they really taste good because it's getting all the seasonings and everything. You don't have to pre-saute the mushrooms or anything, or else it's going to overcook it. See, it's kind of not dripping. That's really good. See how hot that is? Looks really good. Mmm. Perfect. You still want the mushrooms. You don't want them to be like soggy or anything like that. You don't want to overcook them, or it's going to overcook. It's going to take the flavor out of them. I got to show this to you guys. Can you hear that sizzle? Look how those look. Those look really good, don't they? Yeah, they do. I can get you back in your little... There you go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, just gonna let those cook for another couple minutes, and we'll be eating dinner. Don't be getting me in trouble, Mo man.
He don't need no help, my man. He gets himself in trouble enough.
Okay, so it's gonna be a few more minutes. Hi. Oh, Amanda. So yeah, that's really how easy it is, and I'll show you here in a minute when they come out. Yeah, it's okay. Got you. No, I'm sorry about it, Amanda. It hasn't been forever. I like nice long leg strings. Yeah, it is going to be crazy for a little bit. I agree with you, sweetheart. But yeah, I mean, you're supposed to be able to take these pans. So I had minced garlic, which is charred, butter, and all kinds of stuff. You're supposed to be able to take these pans. I'm going to try it. With some paper towel. Clean the outside of that. Get Eve off that thing. It's from a paper towel. That's nice. I like that. So my steaks are putting out a lot of smoke, which is fine because it's got butter all over them and stuff. Probably just means they're about done. Lots of juices, so there's going to be a lot of smoke. just a couple more minutes. Almost done. And you don't even have to flip them. Do what?
How's it smoky?
You want to open that window?
Well, there was a fire truck and an ambulance pulling into the church when I came home.
Right over here? Oh.
Yeah, but I didn't see, they didn't have lights on or anything, and I didn't see anything going on at the church. I don't know if they were just coming from a place and meeting up.
Possibly. So these are just about done. I want them to get up to about 142, and then they're going to take a couple minutes to rest, and as they're resting, they're going to cook the rest of the way through. It's going to be a nice medium rare. I want them to 145. That's what medium rare is. I could actually pull them out now, really, which I will do. So I'm going to let them sit and rest. You always want steaks to rest 3 to 5 minutes. If you don't, all that juice, when you cut into it, it's just going to go blah everywhere. And that's not what you want. So just set them on the stove, forget about them for just a few minutes.
It's just hard to do when you're hungry and it's snowing.
I know. Set it and forget it. Yep. But look at these steaks, guys. Look how good those look. Look how juicy and tender they look. And I didn't flip them as they cooked in the oven. But yeah, I mean, it's real easy to do this. I mean, it takes some time sometimes. Like, if you don't realize that your potatoes are bad, you need to go get some more. But, it's just the easiest way. Very, very juicy and flavorful. Ooh, nice. Okay. Perfect. 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 So, time to dish up. And just give a few of those to Andrew.
A few of them to you.
Rest fresh. And normally, I put a nice dollop of butter on these things, but it doesn't need them, really. I mean, I'm looking at these things and you want this one, the middle one, or this one?
You know what I like most?
Okay. I gotta show you guys first. Look at that. Look at that fat cap. No, that's Andrew's. Wait a minute. I put it on the wrong one. Sorry.
Teasing me.
Put it on the wrong plate. There you go.
Thank you.
There we go. Andrew. Xbox off. Or phone off. Sit down.
Oh wow, this is a big steak.
Okay, guys. How good does that look? Seriously. I mean, other than not having grill marks, I mean, I've already tried these potatoes and mushrooms. Oh my. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Nice, medium rare. And that's on the outside. Well, I think mine got a little bit more done, which is fine. Which it showed a temp of about 155, but the others actually got lower. Mine just for some reason was a little hotter in the oven. But look at that. That is medium. My man, you want a medium? There you go, bud. I'll get a nice piece here. That is a perfect medium. And this is so juicy. Look at that. See that juice just dripping off? Mm. And look how juicy it was in the pan, guys. So yeah, sometimes butter's needed, sometimes it's not. Ashley did a really good job picking these steaks out. What? Oh yeah. Alright guys, I have to get to eating. I'm like dying over here. Ashley's eating, Andrew's eating. We gotta say bye to you guys. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. And I'm glad I could show you a good way to be able to make some really good ribeyes. And, you know, potatoes and mushrooms and all the really good stuff that you can just love eating. See how easy it is. Some of it does take a little time. But, I mean, you're not in a restaurant setting. You're at home. You have that leisurely way to be able to do it. So, until next time, guys, I'm out of here. And thank you guys for being my loyal subscribers. I really appreciate it. Spread the word, you know, to your friends and family and other people. So, until next time, guys.